This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
All right, welcome back. We're out here at Media Day, Heat Media Day, and it's the O&O show now, right? Orlando Robinson, Orlando Alzugaray. There you go. By the way, I'm a junior. My dad was Orlando. Is your dad Orlando too?
I'm starting to think this was meant to be.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm a junior too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, huh? How about that? How about that? We were just talking about Vegas Heat and South Florida Heat. And so you're a Vegas guy. We saw you over in Vegas, and you had a good week, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was a fun thing. That was my first time. That was actually a really cool event, man.
First time Summer League?
Yeah, first time Vegas Summer League. Yeah. Yeah, I've been covering the Heat for 30 years, never been out to the Vegas Summer League.
Why is that?
Usually I worked for radio stations, and they never had any money to send us out. It's funny that now I'm on my own platform for the last 2 years. You know, we have the sponsorships, and so I was able to pay for our way to go out there. And so, so it's a whole different, you know how it is nowadays. Radio, TV is kind of dying. It's platforms, it's podcasting, it's all those kind of things.
Right.
All that kind. What's Orlando Robinson's favorite podcast to listen to?
The Big O Show.
There we go.
Fine.
There we go.
Now. What are we talking about?
There we go. That's what we're talking about right there.
Come on now.
All right. So how you feeling, man? How you feeling fresh off of Vegas now?
Man, I feel great. Been out here for a good month, and I'm glad to get going. Glad to get started and everything. Been around the guys, bonded with them, chopped it up. It's been nice. It's been a good experience.
You know, we were just talking to Omer Yurtseven, and I'm just wondering because he was you a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering how you guys have bonded. How much have you maybe asked him what to expect, those kind of things? Because he's just like a year ahead of you there in the experience category.
Yeah, I mean, I chopped it up with Omer a couple times, asked him questions like how is it adjusting to the league and everything like that, and he gave me a lot of good insight, and I'm grateful for him in that sense. I've asked a lot of people a lot of questions, actually, a lot of them.
Yeah, that's the smartest thing you would do, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Been here.
You got to be a sponge at this point. That where you're at, you've got to be able to absorb information from anybody you can get.
It's true.
So, Orlando Robinson, your first time meeting Pat Riley, how nervous were you?
Nervous? I wasn't nervous. I was just like, I was shook because I was like, that's Pat Riley. It's crazy. Like, you're just walking around. I think Ray Allen was here too. I was just like,
legend.
It's crazy. Like, I'm at this level now to where I'm seeing all the people that I used to see on TV. So I'm just like, it's Ray Allen right there. That's Jimmy Butler. It's Bam. It's crazy. But it's a good experience because, I mean, it's a great place to be.
What's the piece of advice already that Riley has given you that has stuck to you so far?
I've only seen him once.
Okay.
I didn't really get to have that much dialogue with him.
Okay.
I imagine in this next training camp, I'll be talking to him a lot more.
Okay. All right. So what's Orlando Robinson's goals to start off training camp?
Just to go out there, put my best foot forward, compete, be a good teammate, and show what I can do. Show what I can bring to the table.
Is it important for you to be on the 15, or is it all right for you if you end up on the developmental side and you go to Sioux Falls?
I mean, wherever my path may lead, I'll take it fully and understand that's what it takes for me to get to where I want to go. If it's Sioux Falls, it's Sioux Falls. If it's bottom of the bench, 15, if it's a starting role, if it's a role player role coming off the bench, whatever I need to do to contribute, and I'm willing to do. So.
Talk to me a little bit about your aggressive nature on the court, because that's one of the things that I did notice that week in Vegas, that when you play, dude, you play all out. Offense, defense, you're going for shots, you're doing everything. Talk to me a little bit about that aggressive nature you play with, because you've got a calm, cool demeanor, but on the court, you're an active dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, on the court, I mean, that's where I get to let out all the stuff inside me, just like calm and collected, but like when it's time to play, when it's time to compete, when it's time to go to war, that's when you see like my true nature, you feel me? So, yeah, I mean, that aggressive nature has been inside me since I was a kid. I mean, I always played like ferociously, played like it's just in me. That's all
Right.
I can say, really. And it's just something that I just rocked with, just roll with. You know?
Do you remember the day you got the bug?
No, I don't. I just remember my dad telling me that it's always gonna be with you. You know, because like there's always a fire inside of me because I love this sport. I
I
love to
mean
compete.
basketball. Do you remember the day you got the bug that you said, "This is what I want to be"? Do you remember that day?
No, I don't remember the day, but I remember telling my dad like, I'm not trying to play football. I'm not trying to play baseball. I'm trying to play basketball. I love it. Like my parents put me through a variety of things, and then they see which ones I gravitated to. My dad was a hooper, so like he didn't want to just basketball. So like,
He let you figure it
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
That's
But then I
cool.
was telling my dad, I was like,
It's cool.
nah, I'm basketball all the way. And when I told him that, me and him, we took it to another level.
Yeah, at your height, it's kind of tough. Those other sports, either you're going to be like a tackle or a tight end or a quarterback or something. I don't even know. Quarterbacks aren't even as tall as you. And then in baseball, oh my God, were you a pitcher?
Nah. Baseball wasn't that serious. We didn't really get
Okay.
into baseball like that. Like he just said he bought a bat and he bought a baseball and he threw it a couple times. I hit it. I was just like,
Not my thing.
nah. I'm much more gooseneck, ball going through the net, dribble. I love it.
Okay. All right. I like that. By the way, speaking of Vegas, did you see those floods that you guys had there recently
When?
in Vegas? Those crazy ass floods that went right through hotels and stuff like that. Did you see that a couple
No.
weeks ago? Oh, dude, you got to go on YouTube. You got to check that out.
Through the hotels? On the
Yeah.
strip?
Hell yeah.
What?
Like waves. Like
Stop
2,
it.
3 foot of water. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
over
you
here.
got to go on YouTube and check it out, man.
I was trying to get on top of the stuff going on out here. It's
Yeah.
bipolar out here. It
No,
was
no.
sunny,
Yeah. Right.
rain. I was
Right.
like, oh wow, this is crazy.
Yeah. No, but you guys had, I figured since you're a Vegas guy, you saw that. They had some crazy ass floods in Vegas, man, where all these, that like from out of nowhere, flash floods happen. And it was just, you're probably looking for a video, aren't you, on YouTube?
That's crazy. My mom don't want to mention these things. I'm over here like, how's Vegas? She like, oh, it's good. It's fine.
Really? It's fine, huh? That's what they say.
Talking about flash
Lake
floods.
Mead's disappearing. It's fine.
Stop. What? Get out of here.
Yeah. See, Orlando Robinson's watching for the first time.
Dang.
Yeah,
In the
you
casino.
can surf on that shit. Yeah.
Uh,
There's one where it shows a guy on a raft going by and everything. It's freaking awesome. Yeah. That happened a couple times
on
within
the
a week.
bus.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Oh nah.
that's
My mom got some explaining to do. She was talking about it's good. Just Vegas, you know.
You know, I go to Vegas so much. I've been there like 30 times. And so on YouTube, the Las Vegas Journal Review or whatever, the newspaper, they have their own newscast every day at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on YouTube. So you should just like subscribe to it. That way you keep up with everything Vegas.
I need to.
You know, it's like it's like a 7 minute
That's what I'm saying.
7 minute newscast. They like bam really quick and they mention all the big stories, and that's where I've seen those floods, and it's like holy crap, dude. That's why I wanted to ask you about that.
Well, hopefully that flood helping Lake Mead out. I hope so.
Yeah, Lake Mead needs a lot of water, brother. That thing is hurting big time. All right, so you look at this season now, and I think it's strange because this is not a year where they added a lot of pieces from the outside.
Yep.
So Orlando, it looks like there needs to be improvement from within.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from all the way from Jimmy to Bam, all the way down to Orlando Robinson, because as you know, they needed Yurt last year. They needed Caleb last year. They needed Gabe last year.
Right.
Things happen, injuries happen, and sometimes people have to step up. And obviously, your job is to be ready to be called upon just in case you've got to step up.
Right.
You talk a little bit about that, having to
I
improve
mean,
from
as a
within.
player, and you know, as a person in my position at this point in my career, at this point, it's just like you always got to be ready. You always got to make sure you're in like tip top shape and doing everything you can to be available when your time is called, so you can take full advantage of that opportunity. And that's what I plan to do. I'm planning to make sure that each part of my game is refined and sharpened, so that when it's time to go to war, wherever that may be, whether it be Sioux Falls, Miami, I'm ready to go and put 100% and contribute to the team in as many ways as I can.
Well, there you go. The O&O show is
O&O
over. Orlando Robinson, Big O. But we will do this again, by the way.
Got to.
We're going to visit. We're going to be at games, and we'll go into the locker rooms, and we'll bother Orlando every once in a while, and we'll have some fun.
I love it.
All right. Appreciate you, Orlando. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. There you go. Orlando Robinson, Heat Media Day 2022.